Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your May abundance reading. I got some messages for you in my meditation today that for many of you who will be seeing this reading, you are kind of feeling sorry for yourself right now. You have a very strained relationship with abundance at this time. And for some of you, you're feeling a little bit like you have a monkey on your back. There's something, it's not really weighing you down, but it's eating at you. It's something that's picking away at you. And you're kind of feeling like it doesn't matter how hard you try, that no matter how hard you try, it's just not enough and you're not reaching your goal. There's a very male energy about this, a kind of a need or a desire to take action and a feeling of aggression around it. And it's part of that resistance. It's definitely a need for some more feminine energy in your experience right now around abundance. And when I ask what needs healing for this group of you, what I'm hearing is that the belief that you hold that it's all on you to fix or figure out everything, that belief needs healing. It's important that you start to rely on other people. And then the final message I got from Spirit was really words of encouragement, Cancer, about it's just a little further. Just hang in there a little longer. It's just a little further. So you're not as far off the mark as you think. And actually what it really feels like to me is that some of you are just having a bad week. On the overall, things are probably, you're probably in a pretty good space, but this particular week or month is proving to be quite difficult. So we'll take a look at the energies a little bit more closely and see what messages Spirit has for you. And my deepest hope is that these messages are helpful to you and that you find some peace and hope. So we'll first look at the overall energies. Cornucopia. So this is a card of total abundance, and this is actually what I was feeling that you're feeling is out of reach right now. And yet the card is telling us that it's reflecting that abundance is all around us in every way. And it's just a matter of looking in the right direction, tapping into the right energy, being available to the gratitude and appreciation for everything that we have. This is that masculine energy I was talking about, the energy of trying to figure everything out on your own, trying to fix it, analyzing it, pulling it apart. This particular card is cool because it's sort of like the person thinking about all this. There's also a level of curiosity. And what I'm hearing is that actually curiosity will be really helpful. Rather than analyzing and picking it apart and judging it, the curiosity will be valuable to you. And when we add up the 4 and the 6, this is card number 46, it's 10, so it's the end of a cycle. And contract. So this could be, for some of you, this could be the end of some kind of legal arrangement. It could be the end of a marriage. It could be the end of a work situation. That's mainly what I'm getting from that now. I'm going to look a little bit more closely at that. See if we can get any additional clarifiers on contract. Emotional withdrawal. Spirit, what other clarification on the card contract can we have for Cancer, please? As I was seeking clarification for you, Cancer, I literally dropped about 20 cards. And maybe for some of you, it's just feeling like there's just too much up in the air. There's too many factors. there's too much that's out of control, and clarification does not feel close. So let's see what else we get here. So I did pull Deception and Envy. Normally I don't read cards in reverse. However, when this card comes out in reverse, typically that is around self-denial. So you're going inside, you're withdrawing to whatever this situation is around this contract, whether it's the loss of a job or the loss of a relationship. But there's definitely a feeling here of something formal, that's ending. It could be related to a house as well. And for some of you, it could even be related to the purchase of a new home. But I'm getting for most of you, this is around the restriction of abundance. So there's a sense of trying to hold on to things that are slipping through your fingers, kind of like the card, right? The cards that just went flying. And then throat chakra. This is about speaking our truth. This is also a card of intuition, being able to speak our truth around what we feel and believe in our intuition. And I'm still feeling like some more clarification is needed here. Spirit, can we please get additional clarification for Cancer and throat chakra and heart chakra? So whatever this situation is, it's related to your heart. It's related to emotions. It could be related to a sense of loss. And again, for some of you, maybe a sense of excitement, but for the majority of you, I'm feeling it as a sense of loss. There could be a feeling of heartbreak. Additional clarification and spiritual strength. So there's a lot of healing that's happening here. Whatever this situation represents for you, there's a lot of healing that's happening here. And part of what you're being called into is to trust the circumstances as they're unfolding, to allow them to not be in resistance, but to rely on others for help and support. And the reason for that is because this is part of your journey. This is your building blocks in your foundation of spiritual strength right now. And whatever this situation is for you, this is a very important part of that foundation. So let's look a little bit deeper. Let's look at our Thinking Man card. See what additional clarification Spirit has for us around Thinking Man. Two cards came out. The Tower card, Disruption. So something happened that was unexpected. And it's the beginning of something new coming that you can't quite see yet. So this thing that you're analyzing, that you're trying to figure out, that you're trying to fix, came out of whatever this disruption was for you. And again, for many of you, I'm feeling like it's a loss related to this contract. It's a loss of some sort of formal stability, financial in some way, a home, a marriage, a job, things in that realm. But I do see this as an opportunity for a new beginning. With this disruption, there's an opportunity for something new to begin. And I get strongly that most of you aren't there yet. And Spirit, what else does Cancer need to know about this new opportunity? What do they need to know about this new opportunity? So mental conflict, 1 and 2. Universe. This is part of the grand plan. You don't need to be struggling over it. You can let go of some of the fear and anxiety and strain and anger that you're experiencing around this disruption or loss. This is part of the grand plan for you. This is part of the path that you're meant to be on. And Spirit, please give us clarification on cornucopia for Cancer. Clarification on cornucopia for Cancer. What I'm hearing is, I'm hearing two things on cornucopia. The message here is that it's coming. This is on its way to you. And the second message is believe it. So some of you just aren't believing it. You're not seeing it. You're not connecting to a feeling of abundance or a feeling of, trust that that's actually on its way to you. You're still stuck in this energy of resistance and fear, inner conflict, trying to analyze and fix it. So you are being called to release that. Stand your ground. So hang steady, hang in there. Know your strength, know your worth. Know that it's on its way to you. And be willing to stand in that perspective. Be willing to stand in the knowing that it's on its way to you and that everything has its right timing and everything has its right place. And you're part of that. Recognition and reward. So the way that comes across to me is the universe sees you. The universe sees you. The universe is responding to you. It recognizes you. It's rewarding you. There is a disconnect. This is coming across very strongly. There is a disconnect for many of you between your current circumstance and this sense of abundance and connection to abundance. There's a disconnect between you and trusting the universe to have your back. It just feels hard right now to trust. The balance card fell out. That's also an 11, which is a very spiritual number. It feels like a reminder for you to know that you have angels and guardians and passed along loved ones that are here to support you. And we end up missing those communications and that feeling of connection with our guides and spirits because we're so stuck in resistance and fear. So I still feel very strongly that you're being called to work through making that connection with spirit. Oops. Accelerated motion. So when you begin that process of connecting with spirit, when you start whatever process that is for you, whether it's meditation or some other kind of healing process that you do, that your journey will be accelerated and you'll make that connection quicker and you'll see the abundance quicker. It will start to reveal itself to you. So again, just reiterating, some of you are really feeling trapped in fear around this, but as you address that fear, you are going to start to experience the material and spiritual prosperity that is already here and available for you. I've got some new, really beautiful cards. I love crystals. I do a lot of crystal healing. I feel that they're very powerful sources of energy. And I have these beautiful crystal healing cards. I'm going to pull a couple of those for you today and see what might be needed here for you. And we'll pull a couple wisdom messages as well. And in the extended reading, I'll be looking a little bit more deeply at the blocks and what other healing or what healing is needed to shift those blocks from resistance to abundance. So your first crystal is emotional healing. So you are being called to heal this fear and this resistance. And that's this is called Awakening Crystal. I've never actually heard of that. It's beautiful. But again, being called for emotional healing. And let me pull a couple of more cards for Cancer. Amethyst. This one is reminding us that meditation can be an excellent way of connecting in with our divine presence and spiritual supports and beginning our journey on that emotional healing, whatever this tower moment is here. That's what I feel like needs healing right now. Again, for most of you, I'm really feeling that whatever this is circumstantial. It's very temporary. This is not representative of your entire life. Oh, what a beautiful quartz. This one's called Spirit Quartz, and it's reminding us to listen to music. So for some of you, music might be a powerful source of healing. It might be something that helps shake up the energy of fear and negativity that will allow you to tap into your higher power. And then also Brazilianite reminds us to be flexible, to stay flexible in all of this, to not be too stuck in a feeling of resistance. Okay. And I'm going to pull some angel cards for you. Let's see what messages the angels have for Cancer. Vacuum away fear. Call upon archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, this situation, and everyone involved. I think that's a beautiful reminder. It's a beautiful card. Really supporting you in addressing the fear that you're experiencing right now. And again, I'm just still hearing to remind you that this situation is temporary. And whatever you're going through, whatever pain you're having, whatever fear you're experiencing, the universe has your back. You are held and supported in love. And this situation will pass. It will change. And to ease your way along that journey, addressing that fear and resistance will help you have I was going to say a more graceful time, but just a more easeful time, so that you're not in so much frustration over it. All right, my Cancer friends, thank you so much for this opportunity to read for you today. It's been delightful, and I'm looking forward to your extended reading. If this message has resonated for you, please like, share, or subscribe. And again, I'm Lisa at Light Guided, and looking forward to offering more readings in the future for you. Looking forward to seeing you again. Blessings.